Greetings, everyone.
Hang
Welcome
on.
to Whiskey Trek episode 2 of Picard season 3. I am your captain, even though I shouldn't be a captain. As Donald just said, we're lower decks crew. dodgy crew that no one talks to.
That's it.
Yeah. So let's go around the horn. What did we think of episode overall of Disengage? Keeping in mind, episode 1 and 2 is kind of like setting the scenes, and now it's going to step up and go into almost like the second act.
I hope it steps up, because if they keep going at the pace they are going, we're staring at the same thing we got in season 2, which was blood. Oh fuck, we're going too slow. Ah! And then like 5 episodes of them just going at warp 10, trying to cramming everything that they need to get done.
Yeah.
So what everyone said in the whole 10 episodes leads to a kind of a bit slow.
Yeah. It's yeah.
I guess that's what we'd be probably bored with. 32 episodes, we're still dicking around in the writing system. We still haven't seen Troy. We still haven't seen LaForge. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with the Raffi storyline. I like Raffi, but what are they trying to accomplish with the storyline? Apparently, Worf is a dick.
No, he's not a dick. It was awful. I could stand watching it. What a disgrace. I've never watched Star Trek. What?
Donald writes.
I only have machine guns, but I need phaser rifle and disruptors. I need disruptors and photon torpedo sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tim, you think down the bottom left, I added a thing to the LCARs.
What was that?
Jim? Chief? Did you see the little LCARs edition down the bottom left there? No? Yes?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm looking for. I see the bar at the bottom.
Down the bottom left, it used to be just a hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where the red alert and yellow alert used to come in, but now I've added
Like
a
the
little
tactical display and everything.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I see that now. Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick bay monitors. He's dead.
Yeah.
Nah, that's your domain. That display was your domain. That's energy levels and the lithium matrix and stuff.
Yep.
Kind of looked like the sick bay vital sign monitors.
All right, so let's bring this one over.
So I'm just gonna say this episode had some high points and some major irritants for me. So yeah.
I mean,
overall, I didn't mind
Mr.
it, but
Great
it did
Shot.
have some annoying points, like you said.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I still can't decide if I like the season or if I hate it yet.
Yeah, well, it's too early, and it just, after all the praise you heard from from Rowan and others, it's just like okay.
Well, everyone keeps saying keep watching it. Who's seen everyone who's seen it, because there's a few people now that have seen the whole thing, and they're saying,
yeah, I've heard that
watching
too.
It's really good. Yeah. So yeah, we start off the episode with a little 2 weeks ago. So we get to see that Jack is a bit of a swindler.
Good day. Old man Joe.
The episode
Cheers,
did
mate.
not make me want to live long and prosper. Yeah, I kind of. I do like the graphics though. I mean, the ships are still fucking dark. Oh, here's Chief Tactical Officer.
There's our Chief
Good day.
Tactical Officer. Chief of
Chris
Security.
Tats.
Eddie Doody?
Cheers, mate.
And it's fine drams a lot or just a good start?
Depends.
Just the start, I would say. I mean, actually, does this still work? We should have drams. Maybe we should change it for here to triples.
Yeah.
Yep, triple collection. So yeah, we had this dude. He was like, "Nah, I don't believe you. I'm going to come on and inspect your vessel," which he did. And then this bit where he pulls out the Romulan ale. So I loved this bit where he was talking about the Romulan ale, where Jack talked about it. And I've actually made it as a
that
clip.
was kind of cool.
That was cool.
Probably going to get flagged for, but I'm going to bring this up.
So it'll be another missing episode of
Right,
Strike.
Yep.
The nuke from orbit by Starfleet episode.
Why is the audio not coming through? That didn't work.
Don't know.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, but he says it's good for antiseptic and for life in general. And I'm
Yeah, and then he's like, "It's all yours."
For life in general. Yep, it's all yours. We're happy to share. Nice.
Yeah, that was a very McCoy kind of one.
It was.
Yeah.
Antiseptic in life in general.
Yep.
And then at the end, he taps his communicator and then says, "We found him." So they're obviously after him pretty fucking full on. And then we go back to
those are the Fenris Rangers, right? So,
yeah, well, that's what he says here. Is, we had the Rangers after us, and then the Klingons, and then Starfleet. So, yeah, everyone's after him. And then I do like the line that he says afterwards. Well, we should make communication, and then what's the threat? And then he says 100%. The computer says 100%.
Yeah. He goes, "Computer, assess threat level." The computer's like, "The threat level is 100% certainty of destruction." And it's like,
yeah, you're done. You're cooked.
Yeah, that's it.
So we have to do one correction. I still don't like those communicator badges. So she's playing LaForge's daughter, but she's not the one in real life that's actually Burton's daughter. There's another character coming up that is another LaForge that plays her daughter. So that was my mistake from last week. I still don't like those comm badges. I am not a fan of those badges at all. But I think it might be something to do with rank.
Good day.
Because if you go all the way to the
Donna
end,
pass whiskey.
where
Cheers,
then
mate.
we go here.
Huh.
Is Delta is shining a lot more than the bits down the bottom that stick out, which I'm not a fan of. I like the Delta as it is. It looks kind of cool. But you can still see those bits down the bottom, which are kind of...
So, just to upset some people over in the US, we actually get the 2014 Evan Williams single barrel.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, because speaking of the comm badges, if you look at the comm badge on Picard's,
Well, I don't think his is a comm badge because he's retired, so he wouldn't have one.
Yeah.
So I think he's just...
He's only got his old Enterprise D one.
well, he has that one, but that's not what he's wearing. If you look at the one that he's wearing, and I didn't catch this until they did all the lamp shading at the end, but it looks it's hard to see in that view, but it looks very much like a take on the ones that they were using in the TOS movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
a little
got
bit.
the delta in the middle, the round circle, and then the edgy bits. Yeah.
Isn't that sort of like what they were using in season 1?
I don't think
No,
so.
the season 1 is like my shirt. Because they were...
Yeah, I think you're on to something with the rank.
Oh, you took season 1 of Picard.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I don't remember that. I evicted
Riker
that
the
from
captain,
my
and his is shining too. So
Yeah.
something with that.
Yeah, there probably is
The
something. to do
Discovery
with Riker.
Picard season 1 doesn't exist to me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember season 1. I just
Well,
remember
it's
the
gotta exist in
vomit
some
bucket.
special
I didn't
way
watch all of
'cause
season 1. Anyway,
There we go. Here's a good shot of it. There we
yeah,
go.
yeah. So it's got that long horizontal piece in the back, and then the
'Cause it's
adopted
got-
metal. It's not exactly the same as what they were using in the movies, but it's clearly
it's sort of a real motif towards the actual Federation symbol with the
Oh,
actual
not the
laurel.
Federation symbol. That's Starfleet. The Federation
No,
symbol.
but
Yeah, hang on.
Oh,
Look
with
at
the laurel
Federation
bars.
symbol
Oh,
all
yeah,
the way
with
through.
the laurel bars.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
olive
that's-
branches and whatnot. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
didn't
see that.
Didn't hit the button. That's this thing.
Yep.
Because didn't he also become an ambassador after he became after he went from
Maybe.
Admiral? I think
When
he
he
was
was
an
in
ambassador.
TNG, he was an ambassador to Vulcan for a bit. And to Klingon. Oh, well, because,
Yeah,
you know...
and also
everything was
Romulus, because that's why I'd say
And
that
Yeah.
that's why he's got he's hooked up with Laren.
I kind of like it now, the Helios that actually looks like an actual Starfleet vessel, other like the first episode at the beginning with Beverly Crusher, where it was all dark and gloomy and lots of pew-pews, but now it actually looks like a Starfleet vessel with the panels and everything.
They've turned the lights up.
They turn
Yeah,
the lights
exactly.
and the same with it. And then yeah, I do like I put this one on because I do like the like the screens, like they haven't got much actual ambient lighting on the vessel, but with the screens it's all lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. And
G'day,
the
G'day,
way
David.
they
David
Well, if
Bays.
the way they
Please,
updated
mate.
the Elcars
Yeah,
is pretty cool.
Yeah,
too.
so all the outcasts is all
yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what the hell they're doing with the ambient
LCD
lighting on the
screens
ships.
up there. You want to get some good contrast out of them. So, you know.
Yep. And everything's kind of blue, but they're going for that cinematic look. You know,
I guess. I was gonna say it's like the channel DS9 and then turns it down about 5 notches. It's even darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
true.
But this is the bit where, you know, they're going and then they're detecting that there's another vessel there and they don't know where it is and blah, blah, blah. And then, obviously, you've got the
That was
Shrek.
pretty cool. That.
Yeah, the Shrek shoots the hell out of the shuttlecraft and obliterates it.
Yep.
With 3, but this is a bit stupid because 3, I'm guessing they're photon torpedoes, would have completely obliterated the Helios because it had nothing. She was completely busted. It had no power, so the shields were down. Everything was broken. I reckon 3 torpedoes would have destroyed it, but anyway. That's the
Yeah,
main-
but they
Yes.
were only aiming at the shuttle, so
Yeah, but I think one little phaser blast would have been all they needed.
Yeah.
The problem is the shuttle was docked with the back of
shields up on the
the
shuttle. They may have had the shield up on the shuttle because it was an external docking, not a internal docking.
Yeah, so the shuttle would have survived, but the rest of the vessel would have obliterated.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So this episode is disengaged, and we know why it's disengaged. Because of this. Obviously, Ralphie again. Blah, blah, blah. And at least they...
It
Yeah.
really does slow it down.
It does slow it right down. It drags on, and everyone's commenting saying, "Yeah, Ralphie's thing is like, why do we have to have her in here?" But supposedly her thing is going to step up for now because now we know.
Her story-
we know who this is.
Mhm.
Her storyline's going
And
to come in and join
when-
in and
yeah,
blend
when
in,
you-
but
when you look back and you see the way that it's typed out, and then it should have clicked in. Duh, you know what I mean? That's exactly
Yeah.
what this person would have said if they were face to
Yep,
face.
exactly.
I suppose
Exactly.
I just
Do not see blame. Do not see anger.
I don't connect
As I
that
said-
character with Starfleet Fleet Intel. That's the last place I would expect him to show up.
Well, yeah, Same here, but
Well,
then
we haven't worked out. We haven't seen how that works yet. So that's
yeah.
going to be coming up. And then obviously disengaged. That's why it's called
That
disengaged.
I kind of really have a problem with how they handle that because I don't feel like that character would be that much of a hard ass.
I mean, well, this is who we're talking about.
Fucking shot.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
There's Captain Cock.
Well, he's in that position.
Yeah.
And then obviously 7, well, Commander
Annika Hansen.
Whatever,
Yes.
Commander Hansen goes up to the shore and says, "Bob, fucking pull your head together. We got to save these guys." And he's like, "Fuck off! I've got 500 odd fucking people on my ship. I'm not going on some fucking." I actually like Shaw. I like it. The quips he comes out with, I actually like him. He's
Is there him redeeming himself?
I mean, for a piece of
He's still a
smegma,
bit
sure.
of a cock, but,
Yeah.
but he
He's
is
still-
coming out with some really good one-liners.
He does. He does.
the
I
quips
mean,
he throws out are just freaking brilliant. They're real snarky things. Yeah, I like it. I like what he says. But when he has to be a captain, he's like full on. He's like red alert, evasive maneuvers, blah blah blah. You know, he's full on. And then they decide to try and the Shrek decides to suck in the Iris and
then chuck it. Yeah.
No, this is before the
that's
shock.
before-
Was that? Oh yeah.
This
Okay.
is with us. This is not the
Right.
This is when they
Yeah.
decide to suck it in.
And
They're like,
how
oh,
hard
shit,
would
like,
this maneuver be?
just boom, come in with the old Titan to break.
Warping in to a nebula which can't see anything.
Yeah.
And the nebula's
between-
emitting some weird ass shit that's breaking communications and
Yeah,
sensors.
in between two ships with one ship with a tractor beam. I mean,
Yep.
that's some pretty ballsy flying.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely crazy flying. So Ensign LaForge, she didn't crash again.
Yeah.
But it was only a shuttle which he crashed, not a ship.
That's true. That's true. So
Yeah.
maybe she just needs something bigger in her head.
Maybe she's good with
Wink, wink,
size, but not little things with great maneuverability. So
Your ops officer will be
But then
back in a
obviously
second.
they had to beam them aboard, and Picard had to shoot the transport inhibitors that he'd set up.
yeah, back in a sec.
So looking at the back of the uniforms of these couple of security guys, they're very reminiscent of TNG, the early seasons. And then we go back to Ralphie, and
This just pissed me off.
yeah, this just went on way too fucking long.
I don't even care. I was just like, what is this bullshit?
It's meant to show that
Why do we
she's
need to get
willing
to this-
to
Ugh.
she's willing to give up seeing her son and granddaughter for the mission.
It just
So
seems like
she's sacrificing that for Starfleet. Which, they're trying to build up a character.
Mm.
This, I fucking laughed my ass off. This was fucking funny. When she's saying, Captain, Captain, Captain.
What?
And then Shaw and Riker both go, what? When they're trying to have a discussion. But yes, definitely everything blue on the vessel. She's all blue, blue, blue. Everything is blue. I'll wait for the Chief Operations Officer to come back. But yeah, this scene overall, I went on way too long. I don't think it was necessary. I reckon she should have just found out by herself and found him.
I just felt like that scene was And this, I don't understand why that was written the way that was written. Why did we need to have her character go through that? What did we gain from that?
And it was really convenient that he happened to be there.
Device to move the plot. Device to advance the plot line. Whatever.
Pretty much. But she could have just shown up some really great investigative chops, going around asking questions like a detective kind of thing, and then find out a Sneed and blah blah blah. They could have gone that route and made it actually.
Could have gone that way, but I think the problem there is
little snippets of her.
They only have so much time to give to that storyline, and if you go about it that way, it would require almost an episode on its own.
But the whole amount of time that this scene ran for, they could have just split it up into little segments.
Maybe.
Says thanks for the likes.
All you needed to do was just cut to her doing some investigative work, blah blah blah, asking some questions, But anyway, they went with this, which kind of not really necessary. So yeah, this made me laugh. What?
That was actually the weirdest scene though, Ken, because it was the fastest moving scene for Rafi so far.
No, this was the longest.
No, but it was the fastest move to her being back and suddenly seeing her ex-husband and.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't fit.
It dragged
she was going to do it herself. It dragged on, and it was all of a sudden she was on the ship and she was going to take it in her hands, and then next minute she's with her husband, fucking getting the access to Sneed.
But it sort of gave the nod to a degree back to season 1.
Yeah, I mean they had to tie it in, and like I was saying, it shows that her character had to sacrifice access to her son and her granddaughter.
Yeah.
So a bit of character development. Oh, just got a PayPal
But
donation.
it also sort of shows how it also sort of shows how O'Brien's character in DS9, when he had his wife living on station with him, who's not Starfleet.
Yeah.
How he managed to keep a relationship going whilst he's Starfleet and everything, where she sacrificed everything for Starfleet. So,
yeah.
So what did you think of this scene, Donald, when I can't remember her name, but she's going, Captain, and then Riker and Shaw both go, what? When they're having the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, even Jean-Luc Picard goes, what?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jean-Luc did it, because I watched it again, and I'm not sure if Jean-Luc...
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. It was just...
Because it was like all three of them said, what?
Yeah.
All right. Something to cool the palate.
He's sort of moving.
No quokka, but have a cold one on me. Cheers, Mr. Greatshot. I don't have any cold ones at the moment, but I will definitely rectify that situation. Say again?
I was just going to say that Picard's sort of dropping back into more Captain Picard than he is Admiral.
Well, we'll talk about that, because there is a scene coming up. Yeah,
Yes.
It does actually say something which I kind of disagreed with, but anyway.
Yep.
So then, on screen we see the Shrek. And then there she is.
The new baddie.
Some people don't like
It's
Vatican.
Honey Bunny.
It's Honey Bunny. But this is Amanda Plummer, so
Yep.
Yeah, she's basically a Star Trek version of a Bond baddie. That's how she came across.
yeah, I love it, because at the end, which we'll talk about, she's giggling and laughing. It's like, oh, we got the hunt. We're going to have some playtime. I
was watching another channel who do a review on this, and they basically said at least they didn't give her the fully slicked back hair like she had in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I like her character, and I just like the way that she's so smug and really
No, she
enjoying
is,
what she's doing.
she's basically a Bond baddie.
Calm
in Star
and
Trek.
cool as
Yeah.
she's one of the
Yeah.
best villains. That's
Yeah,
you know.
it's great. You know, she lights up that cigar and just kicks back. You've got 1 hour. You know, she's going to smoke that cigar for 1 hour and revel of them just sweating their balls off on the time.
Yep.
I like.
yeah, I mean, without getting too far ahead of where we are in the episode, it's becoming increasingly obvious what they're channeling here. Again,
Actually, if you think that, you're wrong, because everyone in this watched the season says no, it's not that at all. It's completely
Bullshit.
different. No, that's what everyone has said.
Okay.
It's completely different. It's not what you expect. So
All
that
that's
gives me
missing.
No, but you've got to,
yeah, looking at
sit there
episode
and-
1 and 2, you would think that.
Yeah, but all
you've
that's
got to
missing
sit
right
there
now is
and go,
a cat.
where is she
Cat.
hooked in?
Yep, the cat.
Because she knows too much Starfleet operations. You know, she
Yeah, well,
pinged Shaw
She
with
knew Shaw's name and
everything
everything.
about Shaw, then Riker, then Picard.
Yep.
Yep.
She's dialed in somewhere.
Definitely. I just want to see her, have a cat on her lap petting it.
And she gotta have the cat. I'll
Yeah.
get you, Gidget.
Yeah, because with
Yes,
that
but it
chair
would be
especially, right?
Yep.
It would be a furless.
Yeah. It would
Oh
have to be
yeah, one of those
like-
skinless ones. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
fitting. Yeah, one of those ugly fucking things. So here's the scene where they slam the thing. I love this shot. And Robert Burnett actually had a pretty cool thing. I watched his review on episode 2. And because back in Axonar days when he was doing the FX for Axonar, the guy who did the FX, he came up with the idea that he wanted the ship to shoot off, or actually kind of laser the nacelle off one of the D7s and actually fling it into the other D7, which was pretty cool. So, but yeah, so she grabs the ship and slings it, and then
I thought this was goofy as hell.
It was what?
I thought it was kind of pretty cool graphics and stuff, but it pissed me off when somebody says, "Oh, what's happening?" and then Ensign LaForge says, "Oh, before that," she goes, "I don't know, but she's looking pissed." And then at this point, he goes, "What just happened?" I was like, you just experienced it. It just fucking happened. You saw what happened. A whole fucking thing just got slammed into your fucking ship. And you did the evasive maneuvers, and Picard was like, what just happened?" I was like, what, really?
Yeah,
I think he wasn't so much asking what just happened as, what the hell did she just do? Like, how did she do that?
Yeah, what did she just do?
Which reminded
Like,
me that was,
ignore it.
it's a fucking tractor beam. Like, you can't fling shit with a tractor beam. Give me a break.
Why not?
You can't.
You're
Man, you think
dragging
about
it.
it. You're in three-dimensional space. You're tracking onto something.
Yep.
All you have to do is fling your fucking ship, and momentum is
Yep.
going to cause that to fucking keep going.
Or
Because
the
No resistance. It's
emitter.
going to fly.
if you've got a
Yeah,
300
or position emitter. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
sort of tiltable tractor beam emitter, it's gonna throw it.
Going to fling it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
you've got to
didn't say it
remember,
couldn't.
in space, that ship has no mass.
No, you're in space.
Hmm.
And then this scene where he's like, "Don't you see it?" He's trying to change the
I mean-
subject. I can see it.
Yeah, this was a pretty cool scene, actually. I have to
Yeah.
admit.
Between the
This,
two of them.
this is very Riker.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And everyone
Agreed.
says
And
that in the whole, the whole
shows
season,
the
Riker
whole
skills the show is like the best.
thing between them. So
No, I definitely am enjoying watching Jonathan Frakes as Riker
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's a high point for me.
He's the only person.
As well as that, I'm not sure who directed this episode. I know Terry Masalis did the first one, I think, and I think he does the last two, and Riker does a few of them as well. So not only is he acting, he's directing a few of these episodes as well.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't Michael Dorn do one or something?
I'm not sure if Dawn does any directing. I'm not sure.
Because he's a director as well, so of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeVar too. LeVar Burton. He's
The episode was directed by Douglas Arnioski.
Okay.
Okay. It was him. Yep. Okay. And then, so they're talking about Picard is just denying that, we know who fucking Jack is.
Yeah.
Can't you see it?
I mean, some obnoxious lampshading. It's like, okay, really?
He is the only person who could say that.
He is really, and also,
True.
I'm pretty sure that Picard saw it but didn't see it. It was like, this person is a lot like me. What's going on here, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then it took Riker to go,
I think what threw Picard was that he had hair.
Yeah. There's plenty of us with Picard hairdos on this stream right
Yeah,
now.
we got the Picard hairdos. But yeah, it was a good scene. It was funny.
So it makes you wonder if they turned the last game of poker on the Enterprise into strip poker.
I'm fairly certain that didn't happen.
Do you want it, Chief?
When else would have Beverly and him gotten it on? Because they didn't through the entire series. There was the whole tension.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. There was a bit in there.
Oh, there was that one episode, but
yeah, but they didn't really get it on.
No,
like
so
that's
why
what happened sometime after.
Yeah,
that's why I reckon
They're
that
just
it is.
they're not going to show that on the TNG.
Why not? They showed the whole the whole stretching routine between Beverly Crusher and Deanna Troi, which is one of the most highly replayed and freeze frame.
Oh, I know.
Star Trek.
And then you got to think of Deep Space Nine on Riser, and then the Enterprise decontamination.
The decontamination scene, or particularly the dream that Archer had when his dog was in sickbay. Yeah.
I mean, the closest that they really had was Trip and T'Pol in Enterprise in the decontamination.
Enterprise was really told that like you would swear the people directing the Enterprise just definitely wanted to put a sex scene in there. Like, now we can't quite do it.
That was whoever's directing that was reveling. That was softcore porn, man. That was just like full on.
And I'm pretty sure that there was a bunch of like 13-year-old Star Trek nerds going through boxes of Kleenex at that point.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, no fucking doubt. No fucking doubt. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, just go onto YouTube right now and Enterprise decontamination scene, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. I don't have any screenshots.
I don't think it would have been just the 13-year-olds, Donald.
No, it was probably the 40-year-olds that live in their mum's basement too.
You got the 13, and you can just flip those numbers. It's going to be around that kind of age as well.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Could you imagine what Kevin Smith could do with that scene?
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be outstanding.
Beth McFarlane too.
Yeah.
Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Or even better, I would say, could you imagine what Trey Parker and Matt Stone would do with that scene?
Oh my god. Yeah. All right, so there's a challenge to all those guys to do that Enterprise scene.
Yeah. I mean,
good.
Okay,
Seth MacFarlane could have a bit of fun with that too. But
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
They all could. Yeah, they all could. I mean, yeah.
He would have a little bit of Phil Griffin narrating going on with that scene.
Well, you just gotta put fucking Quagmire and then giggity giggity. That's all you need.
That's it. Yeah, and then if you got Parker and Stone doing it, then all you need is Butters going, "Oh boy."
And Towley going, "You towel."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
But we digress.
I digress.
Yes.
So back to this when Picard decides to have a chit chat with
the classical Picard pose.
Yep. That's why I froze this shot.
Yep. Legs
Very
crossed,
Picard.
arms crossed. It's his
the only thing he didn't do was the Picard maneuver. He should have sit there and gone. And then
Adjust his
done
uniform.
Yeah, he should have done that first.
He wasn't getting a
done the
wedgie.
Picard maneuver.
He wasn't getting a wedgie because they finally fixed their onesies into a twosie.
That's true. Yeah, this is in the 25th century, so they've sorted that shit out, though.
That's right. They finally got tailors who know not to give Starfleet wedgies.
Yep.
Exactly.
And the female
So we have a
officers
bit of exposition between the two of them, blah, blah, blah. And then we go back to...
Now...
Alright.
To Ralphie.
I was amused that they decided to use the Ferengi this way because it's like they always seem to flip-flop back and forth between they're okay, they're kind of, in the middle, and douchebag.
Well, I mean, this one's a douchebag because he's a gangster. Where I had a huge problem, and this is such a small, niggling little thing, is when he says the phrase, "God damn!" I'm like, Ferengi wouldn't say that.
No.
That's a human phrase.
No.
Why does he just utter that?
But he does say, "I like human things," because he's got the baseball and he's got all that.
I know, but it just
he wouldn't say that.
It kind of irked me. It was just like,
no, but Quark would have said something like that.
I don't think so.
Not humans thing.
Not a human phrase. He would have used a Ferengi phrase, like, I don't know, or Latinum Dam or whatever the fuck equivalent is. Or,
fight Latinum or something.
Yeah. I always imagined that the Ferengis would swear like the French, because in Quebec, one of the worst words you can use is tabernacle, which just means church. Yet it's a very bad word. So it'd be like, Latinum or
swearing in French.
Yeah, they might say they're equivalent to the IRS.
Yeah.
They might say something like that. Yeah.
Or FCA, the Ferengi Commerce Authority.
Yep.
But the whole thing is, if he swore in French, he would be wiping his ass with silk.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's from Matrix 2.
I know.
True.
There's nothing wrong with
So
that.
whoever played this Ferengi, I couldn't find out who played Sneed, but it reminded me of Aaron Eisenberg and some of his mannerisms, which was
interesting.
Yeah. Just in the way he spoke and some of his mannerisms kind of remind me of Aaron Eisenberg.
What do you want? What do you want? You pest.
Sneed was played by...
The episode had only dropped when I looked and I couldn't find anything.
Aaron Stanford?
Oh, okay.
He had a recurring role for a few episodes in Westworld.
Okay.
He was James Cole in the 12 Monkeys TV series.
That's why he got him in, because Terry Matalas did 12 months.
Right, and I think the captain also, Captain Cock was in 12 Monkeys.
And he was Seymour Burkhoff in Nikita.
Oh,
okay. Nice. I like
Actually, I finally figured what you need for super chats for Quokka Booms in here, Ken.
Hold on, I have to go feed. I have to go.
No.
I
reckon
creature.
What you need is just to scare the absolute shit out of you. Is you need a couple of photon torpedoes being fired.
A couple of photon torpedoes being fired. Yeah.
And blowing something up, because that'd just bring out the whole commonality of you getting the shit scared out of you.
True. Well, but I'm a Klingon, so I wouldn't get scared by a couple of photon torpedoes. The Tribbles, on the other hand, I'm a Klingon, so I don't like them. The Tribbles fit.
Yeah, but you get aroused by Tribbles, I know that.
Tribbles don't like Klingon. Klingons like Tribbles even less.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't like Tribbles. So yeah, we get the whole SNE thing being a dick and then making Robbie get off her face and blah blah blah.
I can see Ferengi being gangsters, but when they got to the whole look, and I had his head cut off, I'm like, okay, I think this is a bridge too far for the Ferengi. Really?
Yeah, but if you think of the original when they first came out in TNG,
Damon Bach and all that.
And even Jean-Luc Picard, or not Patrick Stewart, he said that the Ferengi were going to take over the universe. They were like,
I'm going to go some Evan Williams single barrel. I'll do a bottle kill of this tonight, this afternoon.
Oh, nice. Mr. GMT, g'day, brother. Jump on in. Did you watch this episode? Jump on in.
Good day.
Hi, GMT.
Mr. GMT.
Here's GMT. But that was the point I'm trying to make about, they've flip-flopped around the Ferengi so many times, between when we first saw them in TNG when they were shady assholes, to DS9 when they seem to range from Quark, who is decent if disingenuous at times, to Rom, who is probably one of the best Ferengi, in terms of characters, one of the best Ferengi we've seen in Star Trek, to some of Quark's associates who were just shady scumbags, to this
Which
guy, who's like all the way at the far end.
Well, you've seen some scumbags. You have to think, on a planet there's going to be all different types of people.
True.
Yeah. And he's in it for profit. The only reason he's a gangster is to make money. So, he's like...
I just think it's odd because most of the alien races in Star Trek, they have their general profile. And most of what you'll see them encounter fit within that band. The Ferengi don't have a general profile. They're all over the place.
I guess, yeah. I mean, most of the Ferengi are vile little creatures that are out for profit.
All right, I guess nah.
Right? With the exception of maybe Quark and Rom.
Money. And Nog.
And Nog, yeah. And Moogie. Well, Moogie's not a vile creature, but she's out for profit, so...
Yeah, but isn't she Grand Nagus now?
No, I think Rom is Grand Nagus.
Yes, Rom.
Yeah.
Oh, now, I don't know if you're going to get to a screenshot of sorry.
Yeah. This. Okay.
Okay, so since you hopped by it, I'll bring it up here. The other thing in this scene that really rubbed me the wrong way, after I thought about it, was the whole she had to take, shoot drugs into her eye to gain his approval. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It didn't bother me that much because that's kind of how a gangster would.
Yeah, but it's just like you don't see this shit on Star Trek. We don't see people doing drugs in their eye.
Well, you see people doing drugs in Star Trek, or
it's amazing how many future set movies, drugs are taken ocularly.
True.
Yeah.
Because there was like codes or something. I think it is. It's on Netflix. It's got I
believe the TNG one that they were wearing those visors in it. I think it went.
Oh yeah, with that game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had brought that up with my siblings. You know, when they had that game, they got on Riser, we got addicted to it.
Yeah, because it upped your dopamine and everything.
Yeah.
But
and supposedly there is some medical thing that if you did inject it into your eyeball, it goes straight, because the optical nerve goes straight to the brain, so it's instantaneous.
Yeah. I mean, that didn't really bother me that much.
I think the really weird thing with Raffi's whole storyline is that basically, as opposed to last season where the entire season was dark and gritty, they just like pulled it all out, channeled it into her storyline.
Fine, because she's kind of a dark and gritty character to begin with, so I can forgive
that. But now she's going. Handler has come and saved her. So now
she's pining for 7 of 9 fields. That's all.
Yeah, she's pining for the 7 of 9 fjords.
Yeah. So you're gonna say? Don't know what we're gonna say about this.
So after the whole scene with Sneed and everything, and then the first inkling when I saw, bang! I was like, huh?
Yep. Oh, there he is.
Oh, okay. I know what's happening. This is basically, he walks in like a David Carradine character, just totally badass. It was straight out of like Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Like.
No, more Kill Bill.
Kill Bill? That too, yeah.
It's very Kill Bill. So, for those that don't know, this weapon, so Michael Dorn, when he got this part, he went to Dan Curry, who invented the...
Didn't he design the weapon?
Yes, and he went to Dan Curry. He rang Dan Curry up and say, Dan, I need a new weapon. And that's what he did in TNG, when they had the Batless. He goes, Dan, I need a weapon where it's small, concealable, portable, and I can wheel it really fast, because I want to kick some ass and I don't want to be the same as anyone else and just have the Batless. And so he did exactly the same thing. He got this sword thing that I can't remember. It's actually got a name. It's Keleth or something like that, but it's actually got a name.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dan created this for him, and Dan's got one of the first ones that they built.
I guess I didn't catch what it was, because I just assumed it was a Batleth.
No,
it's a new weapon. Like it's got a big long sword in here, but it's got a hole in here, so it's like a parang. It's got a hole in here, so you can half sword it as well, which is really cool. So but it's got this massive big curved blade. So that's why it's great for decapitation. Which got the G'day, Five.
Oh, that's nice, Jim.
Good day.
And then the other thing with
Five
this scene,
fingers.
You got this lighting in the background. I think it's just coincidence, but that's very Batlethy with the curve.
True.
Yep. So this shot is fucking awesome. And then obviously he says, "I told you not to engage."
Yeah, it was like, okay, because that's when everything fell into place. It's like, of course, when you see the message typed that way, and then you hear it, and it's like, obviously that's who it had to be.
And like whoever said it was like Kill Bill, because he wanted the makeup and everything to be out of Kill Bill. That's why he was going with the grey and
and he looks awesome in the grey.
Yeah, he looks awesome. Worf and Starfleet Intel is weird. That's the last place you'd expect him to show up.
Well, we don't know exactly what his role is.
So we
just have to wait and see, don't we? Yeah.
Dead soldier.
I'm just glad that he's back and he's kicking some fucking ass. And supposedly, after you watch the full 10 episodes, all you want is fucking a Worf show, because he kicks some serious fucking ass in this, which is good.
Okay.
Because we've seen in the trailer that Worf and Ralphie are actually having a bit of a fight. I don't know whether he's training her or they have an argument, but we'll find out soon enough.
No, I
So
could definitely see that. I mean, yeah, a warp
yeah.
series, yeah.
So maybe Ralphie's really pissed that now she knows who her handler is and how she got told not what to do and blah blah blah. So she gets all pissed and
G'day.
goes in.
Nightbot. Cheers, mate. Nightbot. 101 bottles down, glasses up. Pop the next one.
So then we get the standoff with Shrek and the Titan. Back to the standoff, and then sneaky little Jack decides to get himself out of the
Yeah.
rig.
I like his thing of you have to tell me the force field.
Yeah, that's why it was like,
resolution.
you have to tell me under Starfleet regulations. You have to tell me how much this is. Oh, it's level 10.
So that I
Steve.
don't hurt myself trying to escape.
Yeah. So then Amanda talks about it's the Shrek, it's a bird, and it's
The Shrike, yeah. That
Shrike.
kills kills surgically and etc.
It
Yeah.
will peck and it'll peck and it'll peck and it'll take pieces of you. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're listing all the fucking weapons this thing's got, it's like, holy cow, this thing is a serious bit of
yeah, but
there's
that's
only-
where you got to sit there and go, holy cow, that's
it
one
might be
hell of an
Loretta.
armory on board. It's got to be
Yeah.
like 90%
one thing
of
that
the ship
did annoy me when
armor.
Ensign LaForge got asked, what's going on, and she says, what did she say? I don't know, but
She
it's
looks
looking pissed. I'm like, what? You wouldn't say that. You would just, yeah.
Go to your screen. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think that 90% of that ship must be armory.
It's gotta be. I mean, it's got one.
Oh,
Not that
this-
many weapons.
That thing is chockers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only living quarters must be the bridge.
It's pretty much a Klingon style vessel, yeah. There's no such thing as creature comforts.
Yep.
You got some bunks. So then Jack gets out and he wants to just beam himself over to the Shrike so that he can save his mum.
Yep.
And then obviously Seven comes in and bit of a standoff. And then
Yep.
Riker brings in Beverly. Not a single word said. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
but
just
it's
kinda-
you can just imagine that in the background music there's that boom chicka brown brown.
No. Now,
speaking of music, I fucking love this. It was very reminiscent of not Wrath of Khan, the motion picture at the beginning with the Klingons. When Worf comes in with that music, I was like, fuck yes! I had to go back and listen to it a couple times. I fucking love the music on this show. Like end
they've
credits and they had like the original theme that's been redone, and I love the music. It's really
done a great job with the
supposedly they're going to
soundtrack.
release a soundtrack. They're going to release a soundtrack. Yeah.
Okay,
wow.
cool.
what is your bot doing in the chat?
What?
What do you
What
mean?
the hell is your bot doing in the chat?
Bot. Oh shit! For a moment there, I thought he said, "What is your butt doing in the chat?"
That's what it says. We should call the bot Tim. I'm like, what the fuck? Is it just talking to itself?
I've made my own bot, and we're going to call it Tim. And I'm trying to work out how to make it so instead of it being Scotch Down Under, it's actually going to be called Timbot with a question mark.
Okay.
That's why we
And
should
it's
call
not
this bot Tim.
All right.
It's not going to have Tash's voice anymore. He's going to-
No, the voice thing we can change. We can have Tash's voice,
You're
but
going to give it the
the
voice
Timbot.
of. You're going to give it the voice of Tim from Monty Python.
no, not when. No, when Timbot's not going to be speaking, he won't say things. He'll just be in the background doing. If he does say stuff, he will be John Cleese, but we'll still have
Yes.
Tash for certain announcements.
That's what I mean. You'll have him
Not as
basically being
Timbot.
Tim.
Tash won't be as Timbot.
No, but you'll have Timbot as Tim from Monty Python.
Yeah.
So I'll do AI John Cleese thing, and so he says all those things. So yeah, Beverly comes in, and then not a single word is saying, in it, like you say.
She basically comes in and goes, "Yes, John Luke, you did clean my pipes."
So two
Look
thumbs.
at, he's there going, "Oh, I remember that."
Oh, that was, I remember 30 years ago. That's right.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that game of strip poker.
Yep. And then he's like, well, we're not giving him up. This kind of pissed me off because he says Admiral's orders. I'm like, wait a minute, you're retired. You can't say shit.
That's true.
He just reactivated himself.
Yeah, he pretty much reactivated himself. And Shaw should have said, he should have come up with one of his quips, and he goes, Admiral?
Yeah, actually,
you're retired, but I do. And then
Shaw said earlier, I like when Shaw said earlier in the episode, what is this? We're turning this into a hotel?
Yeah, that's right, when they beam on. Yeah, this is a hotel anyway. And then when they come on into the room and when before the captain bit, and this bit when they're coming in and he goes, "Oh, you boys are in big trouble."
Yep.
Like, talk down to them, you boys.
Yep.
I'm messed up.
Yeah, Captain
Why
Cock.
not? Why not? We might as well be a hotel.
That's right.
Yep.
No, I like him. I like his quips that he comes up with. And then obviously, they fire weapons kind of at the Shriek. And
But I like how he went into full captain mode, did the John Luke thing, put his commands into his touchpad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have expected him after, what Jean-Luc said, because he's my son, I have expected him to go, so what? He's a wanted fugitive.
Yeah.
But then, he kind of got down, hunkered down. You could see in his face, he was like, fuck, I'm going to look like an ass if I don't help now.
No, because the fact that he's Picard's son means he's a Starfleet citizen. He has to help him.
Federation citizen.
Yeah. Good point.
I like how he, though, good old Honey Bunny basically said to Picard, "Oh, look, it's Picard in the synthetic flesh."
Yes.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
I saw
Nice
that
little
too.
quip.
Dude.
Yep. So then, we get the they're gonna leg it into the nebula.
Yep.
And
So
Amanda Connor's giggling like,
Cool.
chase them, go after them, let's go.
Yeah, no,
It's a
she's
game of hide and seek.
Yep.
like a proper Bond baddie. She was just giddy at the game.
Yeah,
It's a game of hide and seek with spin the bottle at the same time, going on over on the other ship.
which is kind of reminiscent of her dad's character, unleash the dogs of war, spin around in the chair and just reveling in the game of it, I'm like, awesome.
Yeah, Star Trek.
yeah,
6,
fair enough. I'll give you that. But you're gonna have a real hard time trying to convince me that they're not channeling Star Trek 2 here between the nebula, her exposition and general demeanor, the chasing each other, the way his comm badge looks. Come on.
Well, maybe a little.
We'll see.
I mean, at the beginning of the episode, like the font is very reminiscent of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I think they borrowed that.
Yeah, like the fonts and it's all that, and at the beginning of the first episode where he says 25th, and the music as well. I mean, Terry Matalas is definitely playing homage. Yeah, I think his idea was, like a lot of people have said, have seen the whole lot, that this is the Next Generation movie, not what we had. This is going back to what the original series movies were like. So I can get that.
Yep.
This is
Definitely
basically
getting that
what should
vibe.
have been Star Trek 10. This is what should have been Star Trek 10.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I was going to say the joke would be, if this is supposed to be a TNG movie, are they channeling the first two or the second two?
Instead,
None of
Star
them.
Trek,
None of them, because we all agree that the TNG movies were kind of shite.
With
Yeah.
the exception of First Contact.
Really?
well,
yes.
that's because they were all functioning on the realm of Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
I thought Generations was okay, and First Contact is a damn good movie.
It's pretty good.
Interacting
Yeah.
with Nemesis sucked, and I saw Nemesis in the theater, and I just was like, why am I watching this? This is dumb.
Yeah, Nemesis was
Yeah, that was bad.
But as far as Jack Crusher goes, they were lampshading that from the very beginning. That was going to be the case. I mean,
Of
they
course.
telegraphed that from pretty much minute
Straight
one.
up.
But
Yeah, as soon as you see his face, well, you see he's Jack Crusher. You see the container, so you know his name, and then as soon as you see him, you're like, yeah, that's fucking Picard.
that being said, the question that his big question his character raises, and I'll have to paraphrase my father here because I thought this was pretty funny, and he watched TNG during its original run. So did I as a kid a little bit, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched it all.
I saw it more in reruns than the original run was. What did Will Wheaton do to get written out of the show?
Well, he's doing that interview show that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, and part of the problem I would see is if you bring Wesley into this, that just adds a whole bunch of complications you'd have to dedicate like a whole episode to untangling.
Yeah.
Well,
Which you
he's
don't really need, but-
off with fucking Soji.
Yeah,
and,
Yeah, the Traveler.
Yeah.
The Traveler and whatnot. Yeah.
Being a
my point
traveler
was-
and all, so.
His character fucked off in like season 6 of TNG. We've seen him exactly once since then, and that was in season 2 of Picard. It would be difficult to bring him in and explain where he came from, and give him something useful to do other than content.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't-
don't think so. Because I don't think it'd be that hard because the whole thing is, he doesn't have a paycheck anymore now that the Big Bang Theory is finished.
No, he does because he's doing that interview show.
Yeah.
He's done it with all.
the Star Trek series.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be getting paid as much as he was on the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Oh fuck no. Those guest appearances on the Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
And as far as Shaw goes, if that was Shaw redeeming himself, no, that was Shaw doing what he had to because of the hand of time. He didn't redeem fuck all.
Yeah. Captain Cock did not redeem
Still an
himself.
asshole.
He's still an asshole, but I like him. I reckon.
I mean, I'll give you that. He's
He's
I don't-
just your
not,
kind
he's
of
not as
asshole,
efficient as he
Ken.
would, but I still don't like him.
I mean, he's definitely an asshole. I just like his quips that he comes out with, and he's condescending, smart.
He's just more your kind of asshole. That's all. Must be a Western Australian thing.
Yeah, West Aussie fucking thing. It's so fucking hot and shit. We gotta be abusive and condescending and yeah.
Now, I'm hoping that we get two things out of the next episode. One, we get some fucking explanations because they've left us with more questions than answers so far. Like,
No, well that won't happen until Geordie comes in.
Well, supposedly
I
from now
think
on, it
fuck
really
off.
steps up. These first two episodes are the weakest of the series.
Like,
episode 4, 5, and 6 are meant to be the best, and then 9 and 10 are like
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
what they're saying.
remember that it's the usual thing of the first two episodes is setting the tone of the series.
You gotta set it up. This is Act 1. This is Act
I
1.
understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to the original TNG. Journey to Farpoint was a shit episode.
Yeah, for the most part. Encounter at Farpoint. I
Yeah.
mean, most of the
All the
First-
effects were crap. All the dialogue was
Patrick's
relatively.
always been low
The
budget.
storyline was good, but it didn't sort of.
I
They
mean, the
didn't
first
have
two
that
Being
seasons
low
of
budget.
TNG.
This is the first iteration of Trek that we've got where it's actually high budget. Back in the day, Star Trek
Yeah.
was always cheap. Super cheap.
Yeah.
Even the movies. That was the idea of the movies, except for the modern movies.
That's what was held together with
Or
100 mile an hour
or
race.
the motion picture, which had a huge budget that they went over.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, because all the special effects that they did on that. But yeah, so yeah, I got to watch TNG on the first airing, and it was pretty cool because in I think it was my English class, we used to have a double period class on Wednesdays, and my English teacher, who was actually English, his brother would tape the show because it took like a year for it to air here in Australia on the TV. His brother would tape the episodes and send them to him. And because he was a diehard Star Trek nerd, it was great because half of the class we were like, oh, fuck, we have to watch Star Trek again. And half of the class, like me included, was like, yes, we get to watch Star Trek. So I got to see Best of Both Worlds before it aired on television here. Like, within a couple of weeks after it aired in the UK, in the US. So I was like, fuck yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, here in Toronto, actually, we had a TV station called City TV. And they used to air at the same time as the U.S. And they used to have promos calling it your Federation Station.
Nice.
The deep voice of Mark Daly. And then for the last episode of TNG, they actually hosted an event here at the major baseball stadium, which Skydome, and there was 45,000 people at Skydome watching it on the big jumbotron.
That's awesome.
Yeah. For the last episode.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's because they were all there for the strip poker game at the end of the season. See, that's what John Luke and Beverly did at the end of that game of poker.
Yeah, they didn't get into the synthahol. They got into the real stuff. One too many bottles of Chateau Picard and some, beautiful classical music. Yeah.
And then now I can do this now.
Oh, you suck! I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Damn it.
Now all I got to do is add the sound to it, but yep.
I liked the fact that they basically weren't drinking synthahol; they were drinking Southern Comfort. Sorry,
no, they would have had to have Chateau Picard.
Sorry,
no Chateau Picard.
No, it's rum and ale. Come on, that's the medicine.
They were drinking Strongbow because Picard came in and was saying, "I'm here to clean the pool."
Strongbow.
Did they even make that shit anymore?
Oh yeah,
Please.
dry English.
Yeah, I still
Strongbow
make
cider.
Yeah, I remember Picard advertising that, and then they just like,
No,
no one in the US is buying this shit. Never mind.
Strongbow is pretty big here. Yeah, I don't mind it from time to time, like as a mass-produced commercial cider. It's pretty good in the summer. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, it's 40 degrees.
Jim,
can you fix the environmental controls? It's too fucking hot.
we're trying.
I feel like I'm in a fucking...
We're trying.
I'm in a Klingon...
Still trying to piece the engines back together after your training run.
Oh, okay.
No, what I was trying to say was that, and I get that the first two episodes were setting the table, but we're still left with a lot of questions, a lot of head-scratching questions, like why would Crusher, get pregnant with Picard and then fuck off for 20 years with his kid? I mean, we already know from both things we've seen in the later seasons of TNG and what we saw in Generations that Picard obviously values family very much, so to take his son from him would seem to be almost an irredeemable sin. What the hell? What? Oh God! What the fuck?
I come to clean the pool.
Special lines. Strong Will Pool Team. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Welcome to clean the pool.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Drink fresh, think fresh.
Uh-huh. He was certainly thinking fresh there.
What the hell? Oh, PBS. I was saying, that's the PBS logo. What the frick?
So apparently PBS is getting into the business of cider as well.
I hope not. But
So
I just hope they have some good
Australian
explanations of
ads
this stuff because
get
they
away with so much, Jim.
Hmm?
Australian ads used to get away with so much.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Especially the Cougar ads.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. They were pretty hot.
2 vodkas, 2 gin and tonics, and a scotch. 2 vodkas, 2
Yeah.
gin and tonics.
And a Scotch.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, he walks up to the bar and the Sheila's just got these massive norks and he just goes, fuck, who's
In a
this?
Cougar shirt.
And a Cougar shirt.
I like the guy in the line in front of him when he turns around. He's sort of like, "What the fuck is this?"
What did I end up with? That's why she gets the good money, because all the Cougar gets fucking sold through her.
She was the best promo girl out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they used
So
to
yeah.
use Pamela Anderson in commercials here because you know
Yeah.
she's Canadian.
Yeah.
And there was one commercial I remember they did for the Arctic Cat from Bombardier, the snowmobile, and it shows her running through the snow and everything bouncing up and down. And the whole point of the ad was we in Canada produce more than just one kind of Arctic cat. And then she would go meow, and then it would go to the shot of the snowmobile.
Jesus.
Oh,
Didn't she
God.
start her career? Didn't she start her career as a Labatt Blue girl or something?
She did, yeah. She was in a Labatt's Blue commercial. Yeah.
Yep. And then she really made the big time by becoming the hostess on Tool Time.
That's right. And then
For
Boob
those 3
Watch, too.
episodes. Yep. Yeah, but she went into that boob
No,
watch
I
from
know,
Tool
but
Time.
Boob Watch made her even, you know, like,
Right.
yeah.
I picked something up today.
The redemption.
Redemption High is that rye? Huh. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
There was only
Yeah, you guys, you know about the board game Catan?
I know of it. I haven't played it.
I know of it, yeah. I know of it.
Well, I have. Why is that showing that? That's the wrong one.
Yeah,
I
I
have
enough watching stream for
Star
some board
Trek.
game.
You're the one in control of this shit.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I have.
It sort of explains a lot of
That's your
things.
screen.
But
No, that's your screen. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
there's a
this one.
Star Trek.
Yeah, it was your screen.
I dropped
Yes.
the shit.
Oh Jesus!
I've got Star Trek Catan.
Oh God!
So we can play Star Trek Catan.
Now you too can rule the universe.
Yep.
Oh, this is great. I'm using that as the thumbnail when we do it. Oh, that's brilliant.
That is the strip poker.
Yep.
I'm starting to believe that at some point in life, Chris was obsessed with strip poker.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Who wasn't in the 80s and 90s?
So I have
sorry.
this game. If you
Sorry.
guys are
All of
interested
you
in,
guys, because you were still in the very, very early stages of puberty.
Yes. Yeah.
and it's starting to think that's how we met Lil.
no, that was
I'm
in the
kidding,
holiday.
Lil and I met by me being a senior instructor at my Kung Fu school.
Okay. Cool.
Speaking of
So I
Star
do
Trek,
have this game. Plus, you've got the 2 dice, so we can use my animation for the dice roll and use the random generator for the dice rolls of each player.
Interesting.
It's amazing what happens when you're the senior instructor of a kung fu school.
So you guys interested in playing this?
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Definitely intrigued. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
all right. Find it.
yeah.
It's in a box somewhere when I move.
So speaking of Star Trek licensed merchandise, how about that picture that Jason Coates put up in the Discord of that Star Trek party?
The
What?
which?
If you go look in the Whiskey Trek channel on Discord, Jason Coates posted this picture of a.
Oh yeah, the
good
Star
call.
Trek Barbie and Ken. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it?
Oh yeah.
Was it General?
Yeah. It was in the Whiskey Trek. Yeah. Star Trek Barbie and Ken. Yeah.
I was just like, really? And obviously, if you zoom in on the picture and look at the box, it was done for the 30th anniversary. But it's just like, really? There's just something odd about having a Captain Kirk XP who has no genitals.
Yep. Since my name is Ken, I've heard every Barbie joke known to man.
Oh.
Yep. No doubt.
Yep.
Moving swiftly along.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a few phaser rifle jokes in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
One of the other interesting comments I got from family during the episode was during what the hell was it? During Vadic's monologue there. My brother's like, I think I like this better when it was Q. And I'm like, yeah, Q was never this sadistic.
Yeah.
True. But I mean, so far so good for the baddie. Now I just can't wait to see how Moriarty ties into it now. It's just like
Same. I'm like, I'm the whole time I'm watching, I'm so intrigued. Like, how the hell does Moriarty?
He's got real issues about having Samuel L. Jackson put a gun in their face. Oh, that's all I can say.
Well,
I love you, honey bunny.
That's it.
Cool the fuck down, bitch.
I think what's going to happen is we already have Vadic tied in from the main storyline with Riker, Picard, and Crusher. I think you're going to have Raffi and Worf bring in Lord Moriarty. And they're going to have to tie that all together somewhere without
that'll be when Geordi comes in. That'll be when Geordi and Law come in.
That could be interesting if it's done right.
Yeah, that makes sense and could be very interesting. Yeah.
I'm curious to see how Geordi gets to this.
Moriarty was always connected to Data and Geordi.
That's true. Yeah, because Geordi played Dr. Watson on the holodeck. Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of hope we get an unannounced Barkley cameo, but I don't know how they do that.
Or an O'Brien, yeah. One of the two.
Yeah, I was saying that because Carly has been watching TNG. She's just gone on to DS9. She's watched all of TNG from start to finish. And with one of the Barkley episodes, I'm like, yeah, they should bring Barkley because he really came into his own in Voyager.
Whiskey Voodoo.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Good day. Whiskey food dude. Cheers, mate.
I have to keep practicing my Vulcan food.
Yep.
No,
But Shaking Paul?
I mean, so far so good overall for Picard. I mean, it's it's a head and shoulders miles above season 1 and 2 for sure.
I didn't even
Picard
watch all
season
of
3 is
all
the
of
only
season 1.
modern day Star Trek that exists. The rest of it doesn't exist to me. But anyway,
Yeah, but
this is actual
season,
Star Trek.
season 2, if they had have done that in 4 episodes, would have been a good season.
No, if they hadn't
If
done
you
it at
remove-
all, it would have been a good season.
Yeah.
If you remove all the padding which they put in,
Exactly, Dustin. It sucks. So,
Good
Dustin,
day.
come on, jump on in.
Top
Tell us
shelf,
what your
Dustin.
thoughts of episode 1
Cheers,
and 2.
mate.
okay, Dustin.
Yep, he's back from having white
You're
horse.
saying it sucks as in
Oh yeah,
it sucks.
bastard.
Yeah. He's back from
That's
having
nice.
umox.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
right.
I don't want to think about him and
You
Mike
know
having
that-
umox. Thanks, Donald.
You know you've got Lil trying to rack her brain over how we're getting to Canada for a night now, Donald.
I'm sorry.
She's again, how are we getting to Canada for a night? And
Hey, if you guys make
said
it, you guys make
it's
it.
a night.
So,
I'm on my cell.
said it
phone.
doesn't-
Donald just crossed over Niagara
A
Falls.
night.
yeah. There's lots to do here.
Well, type in what you think of episode 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he's
said
on
we
a
could
cell
fly
phone.
into Toronto.
Yeah, you could. Or fly into Buffalo and drive, which might even be cheaper. Or whatever. Yeah.
He's in Mike's guest room, so maybe Donald wasn't far off with the umox joke. Oh, an asshole.
Yeah, a little bit too much umox tonight, eh?
I'm a little bit concerned for you, Paul.
That's just
Way too much fluff. The pacing is ass. Yeah, well, this is we all agree on that. The first 2 episodes are a bit fluffy and slow, but they've got to set it all up.
yeah.
I mean, I think from now on we're going to be good, and that's what people have been saying. That from now on it's good. We're in the Red October hunt phase now. They're going to be in the nebula, so it's going to be the cat and mouse game. So it should be good.
That and we've got Worf now, so all is
Fuck yeah.
all is saved.
All is good in the fucking universe. Coupler.
That's going to be a real interesting dynamic between him and Rafi. Because you have 2 real strong personalities there who are going to be budding ridges, so to speak.
Yeah, well, that's what. Yeah, because you see in the trailer where they're fighting, and it's like, okay, is this them having a bitch at each other, or is he teaching it? As long as it's a
I'm
good
gonna get
time.
a little
we
A
said,
and a little B.
yeah, and that black woman is still in the fucking series. Kill her. Yeah, none of us are fans of fucking Ralphie. I don't know why she's in it, but yeah.
I don't mind Ravi. I think her character's fine if you use it right.
Yeah,
She
agreed.
degrades my section, Ken.
Yeah, I agree. And not only that, how degrading is it to have a black woman out of Starfleet living in a trailer, fucking drug addict? I mean, come on.
It's not like people don't wash out of Starfleet. I'm sure it happens.
Yeah, but really?
I mean, I'll give you that it was an interesting choice to have the washout drug addict be a black woman. It's like, really?
True.
Yeah, living in a fucking trailer in the most iconic Star Trek fucking location in all of Star Trek. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't exactly put her on a starbase, could they?
DS9 maybe.
They could have stuck her in a penitentiary or something, or
Thanks, maybe.
yeah, they could have done something better with it. They can't use it right. That's how we had the shit 7 and her stealing cars last. Yeah, I mean that was.
just
Well, no,
that was
that-
just season 2 sucking ass.
Season 2 is just
Yeah,
doesn't
that was
exist.
so fucking doesn't exist exactly.
Yeah, but
All I got to say is hats off to fucking Terry Matalis. He's fucking doing Trek right.
all I can say is that she's probably upset because she's not on the Enterprise D because the Enterprise D had carpeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carpeting,
Let's
not a starship.
see how many people pick up on the
Cupping on a
nuance of that.
starship on the bridge doesn't make any sense. And
No.
you've all seen that meme of join Starfleet, they said. Explore the plane.
Yeah.
Yes, but how many people actually picked up on the whole nuance of the whole fact that the Enterprise D had carpet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a good fucking actor, Dustin. I reckon he.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
he's
good
fine
show
actor.
some
His character's a dick.
yeah,
But
we picked
yeah,
up.
He's playing as a really good dick.
Yeah, Captain Cock.
Yep.
Hey Jim, you're starting
He's
to
playing
phase
the
in and out of the
excellently
space-time
well.
continuum.
Yeah, I got a stupid camera.
I must say,
Screen
the
on.
Redemption Rise not bad for a 95.5.
There we go.
What is it? 86 proof?
Hmm.
92. But 92 proof, 95.5 from MGP. It's not too bad.
That's a great nightcap. Oh yeah.
Trying to get into a few more of the rides. Haven't picked up too many lately.
Good time, they said. It'll be amazing, they said.
Steve cleaning the carpets. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
No, we
Mr.
have
Jonas, you're on bridge vacuuming duty between shifts.
we've talked about that.
That's it. Walk that ass. We're in space. That's cool. We did stuff like run out of money for lighting on bridges. Yeah, we've been talking about
Well,
Yeah, we've been
setting.
talking about that too.
It's worth noting that the guy who directed episode 2, because I don't recall episode 1 being quite that dark. The guy who directed episode 2 also directed 4 episodes of Discovery. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Discovery.
Yeah. No, it's STD. It's a sexually transmitted disease.
Mhm.
The show just reminds you of something that you had in the past that was really good, but now it's something that just hangs around and just annoys you.
Yep, and causes pustules and pus and pain.
It causes pustules and pain. Exactly. That's fucking exactly.
Crazy kids and their crazy VD.
Now, interestingly, between me and my brother and sister, we're split. 'Cause you got me, and I haven't passed you. You
Well,
got
hold-
season 3 yet. I'm like, I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Can you
Which?
please bring a bit of context on that after that last conversation?
What?
What?
Just need Jim to bring in a little bit of context. Going his brother, and his sister.
Yeah, because we're doing virtual watch parties for Picard season 3 because we did the same for season 2. And so far after 2 episodes, we're split. I haven't passed judgment
We
yet.
can't do that. It comes on at too late at night for us. It's like at 4 a.m, I think, that it gets released for us.
Given 6.5 out of 10 so far. We've got potential here, but I can't see how that 8 hours of more story. Oh, it's meant to really step up. But yeah, like these scenes are so fucking dark.
They are, yeah.
And even in this scene, like at the beginning when they pan across and she's saying what the vessel, what they're there, blah blah blah. The light comes over. This is the bit where the light hits her face. I still hate those fucking badges, man. They do my head in. What is with this shit down the bottom? Let's need to fuck this off.
So, what does Shaw's badge look like compared to that?
This is shinier.
It's the same badge, but
It's the same badge, but
when the light
shinier.
hits it, where is it? Yeah, so when the light hits the badges, you don't see that crap. You see just the delta.
That's cool.
That looks sweet. Yeah, that looks sweet. Like you see it in here, and towards the end where you see shore. There you go. So when you just see it, but as soon as you zoom in, then you can see all the rest.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the light hits it, the delta really stands out. But when it's evenly lit, it really shows the.
I think what they're drawing on there is I think they're drawing on something from from TOS, from the original series, which was, if you recall, different ships had different insignias on their that they would put on the uniforms.
True.
The Enterprise
Good day.
the Enterprise had the Delta.
Whiskey uncensored.
Constellation had
Cheese, mate.
whatever Decker had on his shirt. That's what the Titan has.
Also, what was Riker shit talking LaForge? When did he become a dick? I think they're just pulling the piss because it's LaForge's daughter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think
Okay, well,
the first thought I had after that scene was, well, now I know why Deanna and his daughter need a break from him. Captain Putz.
my darling tends to drink all of my stuff, so I'm going to
Oh, Red One Empire. Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
nice. Bit of Lost Monarch.
So you can see, yeah, I don't like the bottom bit, but when the light hits it and just shows off the
Yeah.
delta, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Delta's cool.
Yeah, everything's like
They
it's
didn't pay
dark.
the-
It's pretty
Yeah,
dark.
they didn't.
Blue.
You kind of get the feeling they didn't pay the power bill or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why is it
sure, Dustin,
that
for sure.
dark?
It was a real dick thing to do.
Maybe they spent all the budget on
Yeah.
the plasma screens.
Maybe.
Yeah, the amount of
different.
fucking screens, like.
Yeah.
But like when,
And
when
they're
you
not
go into the quarters and in the hallways and stuff like that's well lit.
very efficient.
Yeah,
They're using a lot of power.
I don't know what they're doing with the
Well,
bridge.
that being said, I know that you have said this before, Ken. Maybe they're going for the submarine type vibe
Yeah.
because most submarine bridges are pretty, poorly lit. They're not like all lit up.
Yeah, I mean, and the same with any Navy vessel when it's in the command and control, the CC room, they're usually
Yeah.
darkly lit because you need to be able to see the screens and shit. And
Yeah.
So you don't want to be bright. I mean, we're also used to the Burnham era, and like we said last week, when it comes to the filming, they would used to film it on film, and you'd have to have everything super fucking bright, and the colors that you see in real life and what come on screen are completely different. But now we're using digital. We've got such a large dynamic range; they can get away with all this contrasty lighting and stuff. And it's the modern day aesthetic, I suppose, but it kind of bugs me. I'd rather have in between where it's like that's just super dark and gloomy. It's that STD kind of thing.
Yeah, or
When you get into a thing like that, I reckon that's perfectly lit.
it
It's
is.
still got
Yep.
the aesthetic. You can see everything that's going on. It's not super bright. That is perfect. That's how it fucking should be.
Well, that's what I said last week. Captain Cock likes
Yeah, exactly.
likes
And the
everything.
hallways and everything was all beautifully lit. Yeah.
And anywhere else where Captain Cock is not, they have the lights up.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand why they
even-
made this so dark and gloomy with Worf kicking ass to make the.
Yeah.
The-
that I
well,
get.
we knew who it
needed
was.
to be able to get
Everyone knew who it was.
they needed to get that silhouette image.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this silhouette. Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
a shame
but
that you don't really get to see.
But
his
you look
weapon.
at Captain Cock's ready room. Even that is very dimly lit.
True.
But you
But
then
like,
go
that's
anywhere
in-
else on the ship.
That looks fine.
Anywhere else on the ship, they've got the lights up.
Transporter system.
Yeah.
This
that-
is where we can nerd out and zoom in and
I
have a look.
mean-
Maybe I should redo the LCAS, and change it to all this blue aesthetic.
I mean, the way they updated it is brilliant. Honestly, I really like it because they didn't
Yeah,
fundamentally
hopefully that
change it, but they did a really cool,
Did
Cheese,
that-
update.
Yep.
Man.
And I'm hoping that
Cheese,
I
mate.
think the Acutas
Okay,
did it,
man.
the Nissan model.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I should redo the LCAS, change it to this because it's blue. I like blue. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
so dark. It's good when it's
But-
like that. And you got all the screens and it's all backlit. And
Yeah, like
that's what I mean. It's
the
all set
backlighting
up
and the
for that.
screens
You've
is
got
cool.
You've got a 105-inch LCD screen behind you. You want it dark so it pops.
true.
Yeah.
And the other thing that
And that
was kind of
makes
cool, yeah, they've gone back to the really old school
Yeah.
red alert
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the original. Yep.
from like Star Trek 2 through 6.
Thank you.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, it is a
aesthetically,
constellation
with
class.
the outside, the ship's still good. I mean, the design with
Yeah,
the
Neo
block-
Constellation class, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
Neo-
constellation class, so you would expect it to have that aesthetic from 2 to 6 because
Oh.
that's what the Enterprise was.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man. Holy crap.
There you go.
I'll give you an operations officer top tip. When making
But I
vindaloo,
do like the layout of I
Anthony.
do like the
Nobody
layout
knows
of the new bridge. though.
Cheers, mate.
yeah, it's better.
Yeah, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Yeah, man.
What was that?
When making vindaloo, just do not overdo the naga chilies. Holy crap. Ooh.
Woo! Do not go in there.
As I said to Ken before the stream, thank God this isn't in smell-o-vision.
Tom's got to walk around like, you fucking asshole.
Well,
I can smell
if that was the case, Ken would be in extreme trouble with his stream most nights that Carly comes on.
Or maybe we all would, but this is next level. This just takes World War I gas warfare to a whole new level, which is why my cat quickly got her food and buggered off to the bedroom. So,
What's that? Send are fine. Are you saying sets are fine? Special effects are great. Yeah, I mean the special effects are really fucking good, and you'd got to expect that with the modern technology that we've got these days.
Well, yeah, I mean everything's a lot more high res for special effects now.
Yeah, I mean everything's sharp and crispy and well lit, and it just looks good. It fucking definitely looks good. It's it's pretty easy to generate those kind of graphics these days. It's super easy. Disengage. Shit. Shit, fire, fart, smoke. So that Elias is definitely a fucked up vessel. I ain't going to be using that anymore. What's the deal with these?
They're nipples.
No, I think those are some sort of thruster.
Yes, they're nipples.
yeah, I
Yes,
think
that's right.
they had explained it in one thing I saw on YouTube about
they
it.
do call shit her. Her and shit.
You always call a ship her. You always call a ship her.
That's right.
Yeah.
You always look after the lady.
And they've gone back to the red alert across the view screen.
Yep. No, it's definitely promising for sure. I mean, it can only get better from here, I hope. I mean, so I've heard.
NAR.
I mean that is a tiny fucking ship.
Hey,
NAR.
Yeah.
Hmm.
NAR. Because Jack and Beverly are there like Doctors Without Borders kind of thing, so that's why he's got
Okay.
all those ABSs and shit trying to buy stuff and
okay.
Yeah.
don't tell
Not at
Starfleet.
all.
Let me get a Starfleet captain of Starfleet ship, not like Picard found an alternative for 2 seasons. Yeah, but that wasn't Starfleet. That was some bucket of bolts. Ralphie still got it.
NAR, not at all recognizable.
Yeah, not
So
at
that-
all recognizable. Not a regular.
So that prefix, I just googled it, and it does have a page on Memory Alpha, which is the big Star Trek wiki.
Yep.
It's a type and registry prefix used by the United Nations, the United Federation of Planets, and Pentaurus 5, TNG Up the Long Ladder, Final Mission, Voyager, the Raven. In the 23rd century, NAR was used on Earth as a prefix to the registry of DY 500 class colony ships of UN registry, owned by whoever the OCC were. There were also NAR yada yada class starships in service at that time. TNG Up the Long Ladder. So we have seen that designation before.
So I'm guessing it's either a medical or colony ship then.
Yeah. It is a medical ship.
Hang on one second.
It is medical?
They do say that it is a medical ship. So,
according to Rick Sternbach, the NAR prefix indicates merchant type vessels, further stating that the meaning behind its use goes back to Mike and me and others in the National Association of Rocketry. According to the Voyager technical manual, NAR prefixes were among those used on vessels that were non-Starfleet but still under Federation jurisdiction.
Okay.
It does sort of follow along the original Enterprise from Enterprise. That sort of shape.
Yeah, NX-01.
The NX, yeah.
Yeah. NX was experimental, wasn't it?
It was
It was before the full Starfleet side of things. It was the Federation ship, not
the other way around. Was
you remember from Star Trek 3 when they come back to space dock, in the Excelsior sitting in space dock, her prefix at that time was NX 2000.
Yeah, which was an experimental ship because it had transwarp drive.
Yeah, it was the first of its class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I suppose it was the first.
It was real GPO wagon.
Yeah, the first deep
the first
space.
Warp 5 engine.
Yep. No, it does look like an NX actually, like Enterprise. Yeah.
So, as long as Porthos the dog doesn't magically show up.
It'd be a pretty corresponding size too, considering the difference between.
Oh yeah. I mean, you look at when the Titan comes.
Yeah.
Which I think is why I'm getting flashbacks to Star Trek 2009, because it reminds me of the Enterprise and the Narada. It doesn't help that the Shrike kind of vaguely looks like the Narada, just not quite as tentacly.
Yeah. I mean,
it's more like a scorpion claw kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some ways, it kind of looks like a stripped down Ferengi ship. You know, the kind of horseshoe shape.
And when you see it on the side pro, it's very long, like the Narada. But yeah, when you look at the front of it, it's very clawy.
Yep.
What's the name?
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Because it does kind of have that scorpion claw kind of vibe to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it really has that bird of prey, and I don't mean Klingon bird of prey.
Yeah.
It has that whole bird of prey sort of vibe.
And also, it reminds me a bit of the Batwing from the Batman movies with
yes,
Michael
Keaton.
Yeah.
I'm the Batman.
Except for it's an X-wing version.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, all that we need now.
If that had shown up in one of the Star Wars sequel trilogies as an updated X-wing, people would have shit their pants.
Yeah, they would have.
Like, what the hell is that?
True enough. I mean, all we need now is for Michael Keaton to pop out on that ship and go, "I am Batman."
I am the Knight.
No, it'd be more
It's very
when
glory on that shot.
he would pop out and go, "You know what happens when you make a copy of a copy?" It's never quite as sharp as the original.
Yep.
So who's
That's
joining
true.
us for the Munted movie night later on?
No, not tonight.
I might.
Hopefully I should be. I have something to do tomorrow morning, but yeah, I should be okay at some point to jump in.
It's Dunkirk,
But
right?
Dunkirk.
You need to add Attack Force Z to next month's poll, Ken.
Well, you have to put in a nomination, and we'll vote on it and put it in.
Yep.
Bit of early Mel Gibson just after he did Mad Max.
What was I gonna say?
Well, if you want really early, go Gallipoli.
Gallipoli, yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah.
So,
Attack Force Z is actually a really good World War II movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is.
Because it's based off the actual Z commandos for the Australian SAS.
Yep.
The original forefathers of the Australian commandos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, nearly done my nightcap dram.
so one of the comments I keep seeing pop up online, because you know the showrunners have said repeatedly that there's some nod to DS9 in this season because they wanted to acknowledge them as well, since they have 7 from Voyager.
That's because Cisco's involved with from DS9.
No,
No,
there's no way they get
Avery
it.
Brooks. No, Avery Brooks, I've heard, is like gone off his trolley a little bit. Like he's,
Even if they backed up a semi truck full of cash to Avery Brooks' house, he'd be like, nope.
yeah, like,
No, so if people keep going, they need to do a DS9, send off reunion thing, and it's just like, how would you even do that? Renee Aubrenois and Aaron Eisberg have passed away, and even beyond that, Cisco's lost in the nebula. What are you going to have? What are you going to have him come back around? Have the pot race send him back as a spirit to round up the troops?
Yep.
What would the point be?
yeah. No, it's
That's
true. Yeah,
the point. It's Star Trek. It doesn't need to have a point, Jim.
it actually does, but
Kind of does.
it does because we've seen what happens when Star Trek doesn't have a point.
That's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't need to have a point for the modern Star Trek.
Yeah, it's just got to be pew pew bang bang. Oh look, we've got a transgendered goat couple that are shagging in the turbo lake. Check a box.
Yeah. And let's talk about our feelings while we're in the middle of a fucking battle.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, but you always get one of the couple who wants to talk about the feelings.
Yeah, right as the
Middle
ship is
fucking-
burning around them.
Yeah, what is the universe
How do
about?
you feel about our ship burning around us?
Yeah.
Therapy session.
Hey guys, we've got nothing better to do, We're about to be blown out of the stars, ships on fire, warp course failing. How do you feel about this? Like,
Yeah.
give me a break.
Well, Deanna Troy would be like that.
Not in the middle of a firefight.
Deanna wouldn't be doing that.
No, she wouldn't be. Like, I just I half expect sometimes, when you see Star Trek.
She'd be trying to get good old Will off to a corner and go, this could be the last bang of our lifetime. I'm not going to get to be able to be in a bathtub and give you a shave again, so,
Except at the end of the series, she was with Worf.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Which kind of makes you wonder how they're going to explain that away in Picard, because she ended up back with Riker. What the hell
They're
happened?
not going with. I don't think they're going to address that because
No,
of
they're not going to
that's
address
because-
that.
Dax.
That's
Yeah.
easy.
Awkward.
Worf, no, that's
I mean-
easy. Worf wound up with Jadzia Dax.
That's true, but
He got married to Dax. That's not
true.
hard.
That's true.
She
Maybe
just
consider
wanted
that
a little
active.
bit of. She just wanted a little bit of animal in the sack, not someone who was all, you know.
I guess once you go Klingon, you never go back. But apparently,
Nope.
she did. So
She basically heard that there was something really weird about the Klingons, so you know.
that, or after Worf like punched her in the face before shagging her, probably was like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm done.
Wouldn't that be once you go Ridge, do you never go back?
Play that.
I'm terrible.
There you
I'm
go.
terrible.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Picard is definitely the best of modern Treks so far, although Strange New World has some potential.
Come on.
It does, absolutely. Some great episodes and some piss poor ones. So we'll see where that goes.
I think that Pike actually is a good makes a good captain. He plays.
Oh yeah,
good-
Anson Mounts is
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
He's the only reason that
I'm
show's
not
good.
saying
If you didn't
I'm
have
not
him,
saying Strange New Worlds is bad. I'm saying I think Strange New Worlds is still a little bit better than Picard, even with what we've seen so far. I may change my mind once we get further down the road with this, but I'm still Strange New Worlds is better than Picard.
Okay, fair enough.
nah, I totally disagree.
Fair enough. And then Lower Decks is definitely better than all of them because, you know.
As a Star Trek parody,
I
as a Star Trek
binge
parody,
that and
it's
get
like
caught up.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The Riker maneuver, Quark, the General Martok card game.
The Martok, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I mean, you know, at least you could sort of see that sort of being the way that it is on the lower decks.
You could, absolutely. And then the fact that Miles O'Brien is the most important man in the universe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, if they brought him back, you know he would suffer a
minute.
little bit, though.
Didn't he take
It's
wasn't he leaving DS9 at the end of the series to take a teaching position back on Earth?
Yes.
I smell a cameo. I could see that happening.
I hope so.
That would be cool.
I hope so.
I mean, he would have to suffer a little bit in the cameo because Chief O'Brien always suffers. That's one of the axioms of Star Trek. He has to suffer a little bit, at least.
Yeah,
Show with a bandaged head. Yeah, but sure, hit me in
he's
the hand with a
become
dart.
a teacher. That how much more suffering could you have?
True enough, yeah.
He doesn't need to
Yeah.
suffer any.
Yeah, I
I've got
think
a
after
sister and a
that,
brother-in-law who are teachers, and God, do they suffer.
Yep.
I think after that episode of DS9 where he was forced to undergo PTSD. I think he suffered enough. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they made him suffer even more. Like, that's the whole thing. He always suffered, no matter what. His whole, operation when he was undercover going after the Orion Syndicate, et cetera, it was all about suffering. Like, if Chief O'Brien didn't suffer, then it wasn't Star Trek DS9.
No, it just wasn't Chief O'Brien.
That too, yeah.
Because he suffered a hell of a lot on the Enterprise, so
Yeah. He always got, yeah.
Yep. That
he was the one red shirt that never got killed.
Well, he wasn't a red shirt, technically, because he was in the engineering, so he had the green.
No, but that's what I mean. In the old adage, he was the one red shirt which never got killed.
True.
And that's why I think he suffered. He had so much PTSD of going on away missions and everybody else dying around him.
And Miles O'Brien, fuck off.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I would give any money to see that this season in Picard, where the person goes, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Miles O'Brien. Now fuck off."
That would be funny.
Yeah, figure.
Yeah, he beams in, takes over a transporter room. Who are you?
Yep,
I'm here to save the day.
that's it.
He could be like Mighty Mouse.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, or it's like,
You hold
know,
control when clicking highlight. The target guest becomes 75% of the screen, not 100% as normal, leaving room for other guests along the side. Fixed initial. Oh, that's cool.
Hang on a second, let me fix that.
an update.
Yeah, he's just done an update. It's on the alpha, but
Cool.
That would be the perfect cameo for him.
Are you shitting me?
That's the only line. Like, he sees Picard walk by, he's like, "Are you shitting me?"
Yep.
Well, see, that'll be the interesting thing when they bring Law into Picard, because Picard has got a more advanced synthetic body than Law does, so he should be able to kick Law's ass.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess, but you know, he does have the body of a 95 or 104-year-old, or whatever they gave him.
He has the aesthetics.
No, but he's also got the body because he's mortal. So, anyway, let's not go there because season 1 didn't exist, and
Well, obviously it did, because he is a synthetic body.
yeah, I know, and I'm the fucking Pope.
As much as Ken would hate to own up to it having happened, season 1 of Picard
it never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
had to, with Picard being a synthetic.
Yes,
Never.
yes. It did get referenced in this season. I know.
They did say in the episode 1, season 2, season 3, episode 2, when Honey Bunny comes in, she says, Picard and the synthetic flesh.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
only because they had to.
Yep.
But I like how no one else tweaked an eyelid.
Yeah, well,
No.
they all know what happened
They're
to
just
him.
they're just trying to ignore that. As fast as having a go with
Yeah.
I love Swear Trek.
Yeah, Swear Trek's great.
Yeah. No, it is. It's pretty damn cool. Oh, man.
All right, we got 2 minutes and then we'll beam out.
Yep.
So what time did you finish last night, Ken? Must have been early.
Was it only 1:30? Because I had to get up early today. I did drink
Yeah.
too much. I was sculling that mead. That kind of done me over a little bit.
Yeah, and he actually
Yeah,
ended
he
the
didn't
stream
whine.
before Simon passed out.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Oh,
He's had Rona for the third time. It fucking knocked him
oh
on his
God.
ass.
Oh.
So I woke up about 3 or 3:30 or something, and I opened up my iPad, went, Ken's still showing, and it sort of like jumped on it, and it went back to the start of the clock. So it was like, he must have finished.
Yeah. I finished about 1:30. You mean you were trying not to be an asshat?
I feel like that's something he'd say to Captain Shaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying not to be an asshole?
No, that's something that he would have said to Odo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or Bashir, when Bashir was when he when he finally found out that he was
Genetically
enhanced.
enhanced. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean you were trying not to be an asshat?
Okay, hang on. Last one.
By losing games of
Darts. Yeah.
darts and shit.
Trying not to be an asset. This is what he would say to Captain Shaw. And on that note,
You're a huge asshole.
What better way to end an episode of Whiskey Train?
That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yep.
You're a huge asshole. I like the pause and how he sits down. You're a
Yep.
huge asshole. Perfect. All right.
I'll tell you what.
All right.
What's that?
I have to tell you before we go, this old
Before we
Ezra
go?
number 7. This thing is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I've had some of that actually. It's pretty good stuff.
117 proof. It is really good.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's not too expensive either. I think it cost me
No.
like 85 Canadian for it or something like
I
that.
think it cost me 115 Australian, which is now $10 cheaper than a bottle of Eagle Rare.
Ooh. Wow.
I will not buy another bottle of Eagle Rare in Australia. Not at $125 for a $26 bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, no, it goes for 55 here in Canada. So,
I can buy Yellowstone Select for $89. Why would I buy?
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
The amount of stuff which is now 15 to anywhere between 15 to $40-50 cheaper than Eagle Rare
And more.
is just.
Yeah.
I mean, I could buy 3 bottles of Benchmark for that.
There you go. Yeah, we fortunately we don't pay that much for Eagle Rare here.
Just buy that.
There you go.
At least it's barrel proof.
Fucking oath. Fucking oath.
It's not 90 proof.
Nope.
It's just wrong. Sazerac has just gone. I mean, it's now $254 for a bottle of Blanton straight from the barrel.
So you're gonna shit yourself when you hear what we pay here in Canada for it. It's actually cheaper in
Good day.
Canada than it is in the U.S.
60
It's
hertz.
$100, $90
Cheers,
to
mate.
$100 Canadian for straight from the barrel here for Blanton.
you can find it in the U.S.
It
Yeah.
used to be $135 a bottle here in Australia.
Yeah,
2 years
so
ago.
I imagine at some point.
Sazerac's just gone absolutely ludicrous on the pricing of all their product over here in Australia. It's
That's
just
crazy.
absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Stag Junior or Stag now being $350 MSRP.
That's nuts. No fucking way.
No, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
They can get fucked.
That's it.
All right.
All right.
Everyone. We'll see you all later on for a Munted movie night and for next week for episode 3.
That's it.
Until then, live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Prosper and live long.